Topic 1. Uninsured Motorist Coverage. Why do I need uninsured motorist coverage?
Uninsured motorist coverage is insurance coverage that covers you in the event you're struck by a vehicle that does not have any coverage of its own.
Doesn't my insurance cover me for any damages?
You definitely want to have uninsured motorist coverage. A typical policy might only have liability coverage, and liability coverage only covers you for accidents that may be your fault, for a car you hit or an object that you strike.
What could happen if I'm hit by an uninsured motorist and I only have liability coverage?
If that's the scenario where you are struck by a car that has no insurance of its own and you only carry liability coverage, then you may have a car payment for a car you're no longer driving. That's why it's so important to have this uninsured motorist coverage to replace the policy that the other vehicle was supposed to have.
Won't that make my rates go up?
No, making an uninsured motorist claim will not make your rates go up. That's something you paid as part of your premiums to have in the event you need it. The only way your rates really will go up is if the accident was your fault and you're deemed a higher risk driver because of it.
How can I afford this coverage? Isn't it expensive?
You'd be surprised. If you called your agent or got a quote online, you'd find that uninsured motorist coverage is really only a few dollars more a month.
Why else would uninsured motorist coverage be important?
Uninsured motorist coverage is obviously important if you're struck by a car that does not have insurance coverage. It's also important if you're struck by a car that doesn't have enough insurance coverage, because your uninsured motorist coverage can also act as underinsured motorist coverage. So let's say, for example, I'm struck by a car that only has the minimum required by California law. Well, that may not be enough to cover all my damages. So if I've got the correct uninsured motorist policy, it can double as an underinsured motorist policy and make up the difference and cover me for all of my damages.